dude?
How you doing?
I'm swell. How are you?
Thanks for the Diana Raw
Yeah,
naturalization assessment.
yeah, dude. Yeah,
You
dude.
look cool.
Likewise.
What do you
Likewise.
call this outfit?
I call this. This shit ain't got a name,
It doesn't have a
honestly.
name. That's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, you do have a new name in your
What?
orbit. I heard.
Yes.
What's it called?
Rxww Taboo.
So that's what's going on.
I thought you were talking about Chad for a second.
Who's Chad?
It's
You don't want to reveal things.
Nah. We'll talk
Okay.
about it later. We'll talk about it later.
Fine. Well, welcome to the Diana Raw naturalization assessment.
Naturalization.
Just to be clear, I did not know this man when I had this album title, but it's been destined and fated that I wouldn't know him while it's getting rolled out. So thanks for being the first person to do this with me.
Hell yeah.
So today's questions and what the album's ethos is about maleness, guys, men, historically and present day. And I know I got into music and into the hip hop space specifically so I could disrupt notions of masculinity, because all the guys that would like look down on me or like bully me or didn't get it, they like would love rap. So not in a way that I thought it out that way. I love music anyways, but I like impact and change. So hip hop was like, I can rap because I love words, and that's all I thought what rapping was about.
It sounded like it was kind of like your like defense mechanism.
Yeah,
almost.
For sure.
But that sounds a little like toxic. So
no,
like imagine imagine being in a relationship with somebody and they whooping your ass, but you love this person so much.
Yes, so that's what it is. That's a great point, actually.
Yeah, like
that I have so much love, and like while you're getting bullied by these people, I'm like I know them, they love me, they're just insane. they don't know a thing. That's how I always felt. So I was like, how can I curb that? And to me, I was like, music. You can't be preachy. You got to kind of just, the message is in there, and I think it, to me at least, like if the message is in there and if it's really thick, it's gonna land. So with Diana Raw, it's about women's contributions to my life, but not in a way that's like women contributed to my life and I picked up this ABC. It's just like as I've gotten older, I notice what values have stuck around and those that I stick by. And a lot of, we're not gonna have a casualty, are we?
Yeah. All right.
Are you good now?
Not. Yeah, we're fine now.
Rxww Taboo.
Hey, I'm a heavy bitch.
Clock it. But no, Diana Raw is about, just like in a little quick sense, it's an album. It's dedicated to my brother, who was like, if you looked at him, he was the most masculine prototype ever, like muscular, football, like charming, whatever. But his heart was like, we were like bleeding hearts. He really was a heart to me. So I love men so much, as far as like, I love being a man. I love being the kind of man that I am, but I think we need language. I know language changed my life once I kind of like, I could name a thing that I was going through. That's powerful. And I don't think I want to leave. It's a passion of mine. And I want to utilize it. And like, I get a lot from women as far as their liberation movement, defining themselves for themselves, like not kind of being boxed in. And to me, I take a lot of notes and I bring it back, so to speak, home to like my guy friends. I want them to expand, but not just like my friends, but all the guys. On the way here, I was trying to like think of questions that were like good ones, like not the surface ones. And I was thinking about, when did you first start thinking about, like, when did it first start to become like a thing that you remember, where it was like, it mattered if you were like you're a man, like it was a question. It's like, they were like, hey, you have to do this and do that.
Coming in my life, my mom never made it like you're a man. You're the man in the house. My mom never put that shit on me, dude. When my stepdad when my mom got with him, he was like, you're gonna be a man one day. And he's like, teach me all this shit, and like.
What was that feeling like? Was it aggressive? Was it like, okay? And were you interested?
He used to be in the military, so it wasn't very aggressive. But I was also not used to having a man in my life for real. Like, my pops wasn't there. My brother was like doing his thing. He was young.
Yeah.
Networking and all that.
So what age is this?
This is like single digits for like 9, 10. For
that early on?
Early as fuck. 8, 9, 10.
That's what I wanted to know, because I think it starts pretty early for guys. I really do. I think it starts early for women too, but it isn't. For men, it's like, it feels much more like, well, no, to me, it's both sides are like condemned. Because I remember, like, my cousin wasn't damn, I shouldn't say that. Fuck. But
Snitching on yourself. Self-incrimination. We want to cut that clip.
but it mattered. I always knew that I was in trouble early though.
Yeah.
My voice never came in. I was like trying to copy the bitches at the basketball games or the cheers.
Just good enough. My voice has been like this since I was
That's
like
facts. That video 13. Of you, 13?
Yeah, bro.
You are lucky.
I've had the same voice forever. Like, it was really just I guess learning how to move, learning how to maneuver, that's what being a man is. Learning how to move in the world.
Bro. Okay.
So it was more about the act.
Say more on that.
It was more about the act versus what I was putting out visually, you know?
Present day, what do you wish you could see men doing more of? Like, you know, like what are your hopes for the man of today?
Dude, we watch King of the Hill and I think of men as Hank Hill, bro. He has so much shame. And it's embarrassing, bro. It's embarrassing being a man and seeing other men with so much shame to do like simple shit. And I'm like, dude, right?
Yes.
It's like men put themselves in a box, bro.
Yes.
All because of shame and embarrassment.
But it's like society, bro. It's like so conditioned.
It is,
we're just
but
lost.
Our society. The
that's
men
facts.
and the women are society.
That's fact. Like we created is what you're saying. I believe that.
I feel like
I do. So you'd like to see men less shameful, like get rid of the shame. I think
out here with the fucking crop. Like,
dude, I don't know what shame is. I know that
it's fire. You put that together.
Shame
it's your sauce.
runs from me.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like get rid of the shame, get rid of the humiliation. Everybody will have their own sauce.
Authenticity.
Yeah.
Yes. I think courage is one that I'm looking for, but courage in a way of like they'll look at me or you and be like, man, that was like they start to immediately categorize. I'm like, imagine if you knew no words and you saw something. How it makes you feel is what I think you should stick with. Mm-hmm. So I was like that thing, like, damn, like that's what I do. I see, I'm like, this is crazy. People can do that. So,
bro, this chair fucking me up.
I'd like to see men build more stable chairs in the future, probably.
It's cool. It's exciting.
What are some of the stereotypes you enjoy? See, people don't flip this question. They usually be like, what stereotypes do you hate? Mm-hmm. But what stereotypes do you enjoy?
About like being a man?
About being a man, yeah. That you hear. Even if you don't do them or you don't know people who do them, like, you know it tracks. You're like, oh, this is a thing that men do.
That question.
And it feels like it's going to always be inevitable.
Yeah.
And I don't believe in that, but I would like to hear. The question's fun.
I mean, like inevitability exists. You can't not believe in it.
I'm saying, like, it's not inevitable that some, like, thing is going to happen. You know, I don't think, like, guys are going to be who they are forever. They're douches right now. They might be better later.
Yeah.
So, it's not inevitable.
That question makes me think, like, it makes my brain, like, rephrase it. Like, not rephrase it.
What does it make your brain think of it, like?
Filter of understanding for me.
Okay.
And it's like, okay, I guess, like, growing up, what, just like male figures.
Yes.
You've seen.
Yes.
And what have you like?
And you like yes. I like that.
Sponges growing up.
Yes.
So it's like, what have you like sponged up?
What's stuck?
Yeah. I always say my walk definitely. My brother. I remember being a kid and I remember hearing like oh, you walk with a switch,
bro. Jesus
and I didn't
Christ!
know what the fuck that was, bro.
You might as well be in switch. Like, goddamn.
So fuck it. That shit, or I was like growing up when I was a baby. I was like pigeon toed and not knee. I'm walking around and my shit's like this, bro. Like
I literally wouldn't have known you, nigga. That's insane. Both of the conditions.
Used to be like, come here,
joking.
and I run and fucking fall. So I remember growing up, I walk a lot of places with my brother, and I remember being like, he walked cool. Like that was like a man walk. I'm gonna take that. Right there.
So that early on, you were like, I have to get this walk. I got to get this walk down,
bro,
right?
You
do,
like
yes,
when people talk down on you, you feel that shit.
You feel like a girl. I felt like a girl for real. They was like, oh, you are a girl, and I was like, how?
Is that because you walk?
And then they didn't correct. They just told you something that you almost, in a sense, I always felt like they were telling me something that I hadn't read yet in my own owner's manual.
Yes.
They're like, you're not walking right.
Got to that page
and I was like, yes. Then I was like, what if I never get it? Right. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, who thinks about that? That's when I learned about performance so much. I was like, oh damn, niggas got to learn how to perform. And that was always something that stuck out to me. So if anything, I took early on, not a rebel spirit, but I was like, y'all are gonna lie before you tell the truth, always, just to get through the day. And I don't give a fuck about. I ain't making my life harder in my mind, but my voice ain't what you like, and I don't walk like how you think. Da da da. And I happen to have a penis, and so all of that is a problem for you. And to me, it made me more interested. I'm like, these niggas are really. This is a real thing. Being like a man is a real thing. And like I think about it sometimes, like in my day to day, like if I got married, if I did these certain things, I know the kind of validation I would get. But because I can already pre-see it, it means there's some performance. It's like making a movie that's so good, you hit all the points, it's gonna make a person cry at minute 42nd. You know, like I know when they're gonna do this, and I don't think life. I think to me that's disrespectful to life. Life is really rich and full, and I don't think it's meant to be understood to like a decimal.
It's not meant to be.
Yeah, and like men.
My uncle the other day, he's no, it was today actually. It was fucking today. He sent me my tank top. He was like, man, you need to put some meat on your bones, man. What you doing?
And
I'm like, I'm living life.
Bro.
He's like, man, I can't be mad at that. I'm like, there's no wrong way to do that.
And I'm like, imagine if your uncle,
I'm good.
The world that I want is where he just said that before he said the other shit.
Yeah.
Where he just said like, oh, I fuck with that then.
I see you living your life.
Yeah, like start there. I'm like, start there with people versus like a criticism, or like people leaning with a criticism almost to see if you're like insecure.
Yeah.
And then when you're not, they're like, oh, you just cool. I'm like, give everybody that kind of jump start, I think. I know you are you rap, music. You're a rapper, connoisseur, Raw 919. Get into it. Available on all streamers, platforms right now.
Type beat.
You just put out a song called "Hard to Keep It P."
I did indeed, yes.
Were there any of this is me cherry picking for my own selfish reasons, but were there any masculine tropes in there that were at play? Were there things you were subverting? What's the song about,
bro? Yes, what? It's about, and I made it super general, so anybody who's feeling this way could kind of like listen and be like, yes, this nigga's saying what I'm thinking. Like
I felt that way. It's a hit.
Yes, I listen to Frank Ocean, and they say things that I'm feeling.
Yeah.
But just don't have the words for.
Yes.
Haven't put the words together. Like they're all puzzle pieces. And I just
language again. It's like someone just hasn't placed it in front of you.
That's kind of how I thought about Hard to Keep It P. I wanted to make it general. I wanted to make it like.
Your first time singing?
And it was my first time singing. Oh, yes, it was my first time actually singing. Like before, I've done like little melodic shit, but like this was my actual first time. Like.
You want to sing the bridge right quick?
Nah, it's all good.
Go.
It's all good.
You want to go stream it?
Go check me out,
guys. It's so good. It's in my library. It feels fake because I'm like your friend, but it's in my library. To answer your question
though, yes, because it's kind of like a stereotype. The guy kind of has to keep a certain level of stoicism. You know, you can't let too many.
Shout out to stoicism.
Love stoicism. Can't let too many emotions out. You can't be too like open and vulnerable. So the song is literally about like, damn, that's like how
it's still out there like that, like in the dating game. It's still does it. I thought it felt freer. Does it feel freer?
I think it's subjective to who you're dealing with.
And so it always does come down to the person.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you? Well, no, I guess you can't just take it. You're not a free for all. Like you can't just take because you feel like a connector. Like we do music, so we run into all kinds of people. Yeah. But as far as like being connected or like making a connection with someone, I was gonna say if they're like, I don't think me or you could even know people who are closed.
I know closed people.
You do?
Yeah, I think closed people open up enough for you. For you to be
because those are spaces too. They've yet to even
they fuck with you. They like you, so they want you to be around. So they got to give you enough to keep you around.
You don't. There's no reciprocation there because you don't get anything from it, right? Typically, like a close person.
I get what they give, but that's why I'm not like you don't focus your whole life on certain people. That's like codependency.
That's facts. Damn. So in relationships, in the male trope, has that ever come up? Like, you ever had a young lady being like, "Be a man. I'm being a man," or like, "You're being a great man." Like, did it feel organic or like you're like, no, I'm gonna get these nails done, I'm gonna pay this, and then like, you know what I'm saying? Like, does it come up or has it come up?
You know what? I fuck with in my dating history, I've dealt with very progressive thinking women.
Yes.
And I can respect the hell out of
them. Shout out to them.
Shout out to y'all. But I think that whole shit, I think I put that on myself. And I think men do that. I think I dealt with women that were like, you don't have to.
But you're like, damn, what am I doing?
And I'm like, nah, nigga, I gotta sit in the car. Let me pump the gas. Like,
don't
like,
move.
This nigga shit, you know, the man role. Like,
that's fresh even to like open up because it's like, bro, I just believe in conditioning so much.
Conditioning is real.
Like it's so real. Like it feels fake when you say it's the word, but you live like we live it out. I think even our responses, how we move, like what we don't say, like all
bro,
that's been like taught.
I had a relationship and I was like, I would go to work. Everything that I had would all go to this relationship. The house, the food,
on some man shit,
the weed we smoke, the gas that goes into the car so we can go to wherever the hell we about to go to pay some more money to do whatever the fuck else. But
I was on some man shit.
With girl so much. Okay. It's love, you know what I'm saying? So it's the man thing to do, you know. I gotta, but it's like, damn, like.
And then to say the opposite, being like, I don't want to do this anymore. It's like
it makes you feel like, damn, like it makes you feel like a broke boy. Like,
you know, yes, like I have nothing else to offer.
I just want to spend some money on myself as well. I don't want everything that I have to go towards.
Or like I don't want to have to offer things beyond me sometimes.
A possession, like not possession, but what's it called? A materialistic.
Yes,
thing, like,
bro, literally, like the things like, and I like that, and I have noticed that when you start that, it's fun, but that natural kind of voice, I don't know if it's a natural voice, but for me it is. I'm like, hey, do they like you for this or for what you do? Yeah, and it gets confusing because I do enjoy someone's company, which is why you guys won't see me.
It's good to have check-in questions with people, check-in conversations.
That's a great way to put it. A little check-in.
What's the word?
I love that.
It can feel conditional.
And like default.
Yeah.
But that's not realistic.
You know what I'm saying?
That's good. That's good. What do you that was about to be a little troubling question.
You about to get me in trouble?
I was kind of, I think. Yeah, so we got Hard to Keep It P. We're talking about Diana Raw. First of all, thanks for doing this. This is just a rough draft video, also. But I think this is also the video.
We're going to chop.
Obviously.
We're going to chop for you.
We're at beautiful blank.
It's got some great bloopers in here, too.
You guys will never know this location, not from me, because it's too good. I've only brought very, very great. And not my friend Tommy Coyote brought me here. He knows where this is. He's the only nigga in the world, and he's definitely not going to tell you niggas. So shout out to him. He's all over the album. Rxww. What do you have any like notes or things you would like to say? A message to men coming from the Diana Raw filter of evolving and pushing us forward and not being afraid. And even if you are afraid, like voice it. Like what's a little tidbit you can leave for the guys out there who want to push the envelope a little more?
We all got stuff that separates us as far as men and women, but I think on a general note, we're all human. And I think if we approach most situations with that notion, it won't be as much, like we said earlier, like shame and shit like that.
Yes.
You know, you can do whatever you want to do, essentially, at the end of the day, and the only thing that's stopping you from doing so is yourself. You don't have to listen to the shit that people say and the rules about society. Go out there and wear that shit. Go out there and say that shit. Go out there and sing that song. Who cares, you know?
Who do you take that from? Like, I was going to ask you, had like male heroes or any guy heroes like coming up? Yes! It finally happened.
I was waiting for it.
Bro.
I was waiting
Thanks for letting it happen, too.
I was waiting for it. Okay. We're back.
You didn't have a male hero just then. He didn't show up for you.
That's
how guys are. They don't show up for They don't show up for your ass.
Yeah, you're supposed to catch
right. They're just staring and laughing. Yes, that's right.
That's okay.
That's us in the future, guys. We never let each other fall. Don't do that. Thanks for that. I need that for my podcast.
It was exciting.
But it was just like, what are like behaviors that you see men embodying? And like I've gotten in so many arguments with guys over time because James Baldwin, who you say is his friend, cousin. Do you have a running thing where like I said James Baldwin one day, he was like, "Oh, that's my boy," and I was like, dog. "No, it's not, because it's not possible." I call him James. And to this day, you're holding down that you know James Baldwin, which is fire. That's cool. You look like him as time goes on.
I know.
You don't know who he looks like.
It's okay.
It's fine. Yeah, that's your boy. But James Baldwin was a guy that this is a huge hero for me. Like at the time, speaking on things, civil rights, like queerness, being like a male brought up in like the Southern church. He wanted to be a preacher, but then he became a writer. Like these kind of like tropes and shit. So I was asking you earlier in the week or last week or a few days ago about what are like some historical behaviors or stereotypes that you really do, you are intentional about undoing. You're like, you're never gonna see me doing this. Like things men are known for that you are like vehemently just like fuck off because of people or examples you've seen in your life or heard about, and because you're a male, people just put them on you, but you like, I'm also against them.
I naturally don't like being told what the fuck to do. So in that, I don't like a censor. I don't like being said. So like, you can't say this because you're a man.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah.
stuff
You're
like,
sassy.
bro. Pausing things is
Oh
so corny
God.
to me, bro.
Bro,
Like,
I had a fucking title on one of my mutant dailies called Camp Pause, because we went camping and everything was paused. They were like, bro, pause, eat the glitch. I was like, but we were all in on the joke. It was funny because they're like, why do people pause? Yeah, and it's not people. It's specifically and only men. I never hear a bitch say pause. And if she's saying pause, she's being funny because she's seen niggas do it.
Yeah,
that's the only time. And like, because they don't live that kind of close to the chest about their fucking femininity and their like womanhood. Little things, you can't even. You can't associate anything to a penis, which means I have this thing. I'm like, dick is always on niggas' minds that they have to pause things in real time. Cause it's almost like coming out of their ears. It's like, wait, shit. It's like, wait. They're like, dick. I'm like, bro, it's on your brain that much. You have to pause. It's not even happening. And I get it, but I don't get it. I don't subscribe to it. I like it though because it shows. I think it's a temperature of where men are at as a whole. Cause that shit is still very real.
That's my answer. I don't like
censoring.
I don't like the censors. I don't like being told what I can and can't say. Dude, when I was running track, bro. Oh my God, I was in high school. My coach, Coach Pennington, I remember talking to him, and I was on a 4x1 team, 4x2 team. It was some relay, I don't remember, but we did good, and we came in first. And I remember he was like always on my ass, like, yeah, you gotta get first, you gotta get first. I came in first, and we were talking on the sideline. I'm like, yeah, first place shot, first place shot. He was like, what you say? I was like, first place shot. He was like, girls and shorties. And I'm like,
you see how you stop a whole moment, bro? That is crazy. Words like words.
Whatever.
That's crazy.
And I was just doing the play. You remember Shout Boy, Shawty?
Yes.
I was just doing like a little play on that. I'm like, first place Shawty.
But it's like if you can't use that moment to be like, hey, oh no, it's like the culture now. We like interplay things. It's like stuff isn't what it is. You can't even do all of that, and you weren't even doing that
because you don't.
You strike a nerve in someone else's brain. You hit a wall
of like
relatability, I guess.
What's cognition?
Yes.
Yeah. How a motherfucker's brain actually works.
Yes. And where they stop.
It's like you put the gears are turning and you put something in there and
to just stop it.
It's just like
yes. And it doesn't mean it actually naturally stops. Yes.
And it's like, bro, you really just want them to understand and want them to kind of like break those barriers down so that way they can elevate.
Yes. But you have to want that. And
so if your brain is like short circuiting just because I said dick, you're like,
or I eat a hot dog. I know I have a homie who was eating a hot dog with chicken bones one day, and he was like, I think he was eating the bone a certain way, and the guy that was with him was like, nigga, like, you sucking the hell out. And he created this moment that wasn't. And then people were like, don't be gay. I'm like, y'all are like offensive as fuck. Because why are you thinking about gay niggas? One. And why, like, do gay niggas got to take these straight bullets all the time for some shit that's on your brain? So that's the movement I'm heading. Anti-pause movement.
Anti-pause.
For sure. We got to get rid of that.
I'm
censoring.
Part of the movement where I like to say gay shit on purpose.
I think that's always been and like there was that video I think you sent me. It was like niggas was complimenting like their each other's bulges.
Yeah.
And they're each other's like asking like the bitches do it all the time. Like why we can't do it? That's an extreme example.
In one of the questions that you asked me earlier, I think I said the thing that I love about women is their sisterhood.
Yes.
And like
that
like you said,
question
the
was
whole
really
compliment and the bulge, like girls can be around
yes.
each other like, damn,
They do it all the time. I picked it up
titties, like,
from
oh, but you
women.
beautiful, like,
Yes.
and it don't be
It
like
doesn't go into a
each
pause
other.
moment. Don't be like, pause,
Yeah,
bitch.
like, it's really just appreciation
yes.
to a person.
It's like human
But
to
it's like
human.
men can't do
No,
that.
it's like
Bro.
men, we have roles.
That shit
I'm
is
just trying to kill
lame,
the
bro.
roles, bro, because I think, because then it's only when niggas get really kind of like sloshed or shit. They be like, bro, I always want to just tell you, you know what I'm saying, but you know how it is.
Mhm.
I've heard that my whole life. And I'm like, that's just shame and repression, and you taught all of that. And I was too. I'm not an anomaly. I just fight against it in a really intense way. But that question I did not want to forget about, so I'm glad you reminded me. Because this album is about the contributions of women and the example I've seen from them liberating themselves. Like, they're the only body when it comes to men and women who've been legislated against. Men literally have no idea what that feels like. So I just kind of, to me, that is a oppressed, in a sense, group compared to men, and men kind of try to take that all the time. And I wonder what about women in their relationships or how they move in the world inspires you in how you move in the world and with your friendships and etc.
Yeah, the sisterhood, honestly.
Yeah.
And I try to keep that like within my friends too. Like, I don't have a big group of friends, but like all my friends, I love you.
Yes.
Oh, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
No
I talk about my ass a lot. I be like, yeah, that shit fat ass, like swinging this
wagging
like,
down.
But like, it's like these niggas know I'm not on no like, like, bro. But and that's the thing.
It's just not the world we live in anymore.
Love.
I don't think.
Like, it's just a genuine appreciation of each other. So like,
I think they'll really like a person, you get to kind of live in all the spaces, and they'll never confuse, no matter how you show up, because they do have a base point for you.
That's what.
And I think that's the real lesson. It's like, guys, the world can look like Willy Wonka and like changing all the time, and that's good. Those things are good. And I think I hear a lot of comments being like, I just want men to be traditional how they used to be. There's no used to be. There's just stories of what people wanted people to be, just like they want niggas to be a certain way today. And that, to me, I'm like against people who hate change. Change is inevitable for sure. It's the only thing I know for sure. Like, you're gonna live, you're gonna be born, you're gonna die, and shit's gonna change. That's like fact. So it can't be like a negative thing. It can't be a negative thing, and it isn't. And like, I think it's a part of growing up is learning that. But for men, got a long way to go. But I think we're on the front lines, and I appreciate you for this so damn much. I think we're gonna smoke. I hear a little thunder.
Oh yeah, dude.
On the plains.
Yeah.
Shout out to this Lord of the Rings place you guys will never know about. Shout out to Rossana Song, Raw 919. Thank you for doing this, brother.
Hell yeah, man.
Take care of yourself. Until next time.
Oh yeah, man. Hell yeah, dude.
Bye, guys. Bye, Dinah Raw. It's out. It's not out. It's coming soon.